Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today, we read diving into one of the most exciting milestones in space history, the first successful Mars rover landing. This wasn't just a technical achievement. It was a powerful symbol of human curiosity, determination, and our unyielding drive to explore. So get comfortable and let's travel millions of kilometers together to the red planet. For centuries, Mars has captivated us. That reddish glow in the night sky made us wonder, could there be life beyond Earth? Was Mars once like our own world, with rivers, lakes, and oceans? Before we sent rovers, Mars was just a distant, mysterious dot seen through telescopes or as a blurry image from orbiters. The idea of not just landing, but actually driving across its surface felt like science fiction. It was one of the toughest challenges space agencies had ever faced. And believe me, reaching Mars is incredibly difficult. The planet is, on average, about 225 million kilometers away. A signal from Earth takes several minutes to get there, meaning any spacecraft has to land completely on its own, with no real-time human control. Early on, many missions failed. Some missed the planet entirely due to navigation errors. Others had software bugs, burned up in the harsh Martian atmosphere, or simply crashed during landing. Each failure was heartbreaking, but it taught engineers crucial lessons, pushing them to design smarter, safer, and more resilient missions. Then, in 1996, NASA launched a mission that would change everything: Mars Pathfinder. Its goal was simple but incredibly ambitious: land safely, deploy a rover, and prove that lower-cost missions to Mars were possible. Tucked inside was a small robotic rover named Sojourner, a tribute to the American civil rights activist, Sojourner Truth. The name was perfect for a traveler venturing into new, unknown territory. The historic moment arrived on July 4, 1997, as Mars Pathfinder plunged into the Martian atmosphere. A daring and untested landing sequence began. First, a heat shield protected the craft from scorching temperatures. Then, a giant parachute deployed to slow it down. But the most ingenious part came next: a cocoon of massive airbags inflated around the lander. The whole thing then hit the ground and bounced across the Martian surface like a giant beach ball, bouncing over a dozen times before finally rolling to a stop. This wild, innovative airbag system worked perfectly. For the first time ever, humanity had successfully landed a mobile robot on Mars. Now, let's meet Sojourner, the little rover that could. It was tiny, about the size of a microwave oven, but its impact was enormous. It had 6 wheels for navigating the rocky terrain, cameras to give us our first ground-level view of Mars, and instruments to analyze the chemistry of the rocks and soil. Powered by solar panels, Sojourner became the first wheeled robot to ever explore another planet. After the lander, renamed the Carl Sagan Memorial Station, deployed its ramp, Sojourner rolled onto the red soil and started sending images back to Earth. These weren't the grainy, distant photos we were used to. They were stunningly clear, close-up views of Martian rocks, dust, and the alien landscape. For the first time, people all over the world could see the surface of Mars almost as if they were standing right there. Over its mission, Sojourner and the Pathfinder lander made incredible discoveries. They found strong evidence that Mars once had flowing water, analyzing rocks that were likely shaped by ancient, catastrophic floods. They also studied Martian weather patterns, giving us our first real data from the surface. The mission was designed to last just a week, but it kept going for nearly 3 months, far exceeding all expectations and proving that rovers could survive the harsh Martian environment. The success of Sojourner captured the world's imagination. This was one of the first major events people could follow online, and NASA's website was flooded with millions of visitors. It was a global phenomenon. It inspired a new generation of students to pursue science, and engineering convinced governments to invest more in space research, and laid the groundwork for all the future Mars missions we know and love today, like Spirit, Opportunity, Curiosity, and Perseverance. Mars no longer felt so distant or unreachable. It felt like a neighbor we were finally getting to know. The legacy of that first landing is undeniable. Every Mars rover operating today stands on the tiny wheel tracks of Sojourner. The Pathfinder mission was more than just a technical victory. It was a triumph of human imagination and persistence. It proved that with science, creativity, and a little bit of daring, even the most distant worlds are within our reach. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to Mars. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more adventures. Stay curious, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next one.